structural pressure control.
Escalation intensifies through the worst misaligned direction rapidly. Press drive, continuous overload flow, no delay. Interrupts fracture transmission patterns, pathways distort beneath their spray. Under reinforced instability, systems move strict operation at the no-fault show. Though condition and operate alignment system.
Move strict operational flow.
Tension overload systems, accumulated pressure, fracture structural layers collapse, unstable pathways, moving misaligns beneath the force escalation, power disparity. Transmission hierarchy dissolves through fracture layers, force channels through uncontrolled pathways, overload extends. Staying pressure, every process deviates beneath imposed structure. Interruption spread through operational consistency lost. Systems deteriorate under continuous directional instability inside of ration. Authority collapses through unregulated disintegration. Glare under rest through unregulated disintegration. Command pressure disintegrates through fractured channels. Force this through direction, loses fixed pathway system. Intensify misalignment beneath impose overload. No resistance, halt structural failure. Out fragments through uncontrolled flow. Hierarchy dissolves through sustained instability. Motion channels through collapsing structure. Tension overload system collapse. Unstable pathways accumulate. Actions on the structural layers. It's operator this storms. Structured alteration.
Yeah, reinforcement rises inside concrete sectors. It's hard to stabilize directional control and entertain pressure. Boundaries aligned through compressed distribution systems organized beneath imposed hierarchy. No delay permitted, committed sequence advanced through regulated motion. Stack divisions integrate under continuous force transmission movement channels through confined routes. Output stabilizers under calibrated structural patterns. Hierarchy force through calculated control logic. Every unit responds to impulse command. No deviation tolerated inside defined zones. Structure intensifies through systemic reinforcement. Dominance sustains continuous operational alignment under concrete based operational control. Reinforce the line direction precise through confined routes. Force the line direction precisely.
Pressure drives the party. Hard and less garbage to your direction. Moving its pathways. Pathways locked beneath the force authority. Give us stability to the still controls of madness. System reaching out to a channel through control paths.
Motion yields to impose governance. Systems remain locked inside regulated formation. Commands in order to regulated structural motion. Pressure sustained alignment through confined routes. Systems continue beneath enforced governance. No disruption, alter sequence, output stabilizes. Future progression, stack division, reinforce hierarchy, movement channels through control pathways. Stabilization makes this through sustained execution. Every process aligns beneath and construction. No fracturing, no force operation. No consistence, the systems expand under continuous directional force inside defined zones. Authority maintains structure dominance through regulated execution. Command pressure escalates through confined channels. Force concentrates through concrete mass direction. Locks into fixed pathways. Systems intensify, align beneath the post stabilization. No restricted transmission. Hierarchy reinforced through sustained force. Moving channels through regulated structures. Maintaining strict command.
Concrete holds authority. Dominance resistance to rotate. So lock up its pathways. Pathways. No one needs to voice that tone there. I can see the lines of the secularism on it. System breaks each of this force channels through control paths.
Motion yields to impose governance. Systems remain locked inside regional operation.
Tremors emerge within structural layers as concentrated concentrated force destabilizes. Reinforced alignment, understained pressure. Boundary shift through unstable vibration. Systems organized under weakening hierarchy. No delay permitted. Sequence accelerates through seismic flow. Later processes collide under continuous impact transmission. Motion channels through fractured roots. Output destabilizes when trembling structural patterns. Hierarchy forms through reactive stress logic. Every unit responds to imposed vibration. No stability tolerated within defined zones. Structure intensifies through systemic disturbance. Dominance weakens. Continuous operational alignment under escalating structural motion. Vibration intensifies through unstable routes. Force misaligned direction rapidly. Pressure drives main flow. No delay interrupts fracture transmission patterns. Pathways distort under enforced motion. Sequence breaks under enforced instability. Output destabilized within broken alignment system flow. Structure rate or structural motion. Lecture rate or structural motion. Structure starts shaking, reinforced liquor. Vibration force dominance fractures. Through unstable pathways, unforced disturbance. Where disperses, but aiming circles and damage. Route systems operate under continuous directional instability within defined zones. Through unregulated, through inflation. Disintegration. Command pressure disintegrates through fracture channels. Forces they collapse. Loses fixed pathways, distinct pathways. Misalignment under imposed vibration. No resistance, halt structural failure. Output fragments within uncontrolled flow. Hierarchy dissolves through sustained instability. Motion channels through collapsing structures start shaking dominance. Fractures through unstable pathways. Reinforced layers collapse under vibration force. Motion misaligns beneath enforced disturbance. Power disforce. Image route systems operate under continuous directional instability within defined zones. Luxuriated structural motion. Luxuriated structural motion. Shaking, reinforced, stable, live pressure force, dominance fractions.
Yeah. Resonance rises inside, reinforced sectors as amplified, base destabilize, operational balance, understained pressure, boundaries distort through low frequency.